Hello, Internet and Wheel of Time fans alike. It's my first video on the Wheel of Time subject. I've been a fan for about 17 years, and I'm absolutely obsessed and super excited for the series to come out. And yeah, I've read the series about twice, like read it, with the books, and then I've listened to it probably about six times after that. So all in all, about 8 times I've read the series. So today I would like to talk about some theories that I have for the up and coming show. Number 1, Egwene's dress in the trailer. So Egwene's dress, and also the speculation of the scene where she's hydro-dipped in the pool of water with the colors. So I think that the scene where she's in the pool with the colors is the World of Dreams. I hope and I think that they are going to really start a little bit earlier with showing that Egwene is a dreamer. And I know that in the books, things that are not living cannot be affected in in the from the world of dreams to the real world. Only living things can be affected. But we don't know if they're gonna hold to that in the show. So I think possibly that they're not gonna hold to that. That I think that they're gonna say everything is affected, living, non-living things, from the world of dreams to the real world. So I do think that scene is her having a dream in the world of. I think that's her in the world of dreams. And I think that other scene later on where Nynaeve pushes her and her dress, it's the same dress that she comes out of the water with, and that her dress is slightly dyed. So I think that's why it's slightly dyed that color. Because, yeah, that's my theory. I'm very, very interested to see if it's right or not, or, yeah, just what's going on there, So that's number 1. Number 2, I really freaking hate Galad. Honestly, maybe he's a good character because I love to hate him, but Egwene really I really do love Egwene's character arc, and I just she is oppressed lots, and through the Shan-Chan, and then I think her time with the Aiel and Wise Ones is freaking awesome. I love how she learns about honor, and then just when she's captured. Spoilers, I guess I'll write that in the thing. Spoilers, yeah. When she's captured and in the tower, I just love her resolve. I think it's awesome, and then she's super badass green battle Aja. Very cool. So it really just the whole Gawin. Did I say Galad? Anyway, Gawin. Don't like him. I think that he's kind of whiny, and yes, he saves her, which is cool. But I think Galad and Gawin can just go into one character and it be Galad, because I do like him a little bit better. And then I was thinking later on, if she is going to get together with anybody, if she does have to have a love interest, I don't think she has to have a love interest in the show, but if she does, it would be kind of cool if she does get together with Galad, because he becomes the captain commander of the White Cloaks, and if the captain commander of the White Cloaks and the Admiral in Seat love each other and they get together, people would just be super shocked, and man, Aes Sedai's baby smoothing their skirts about all that shit. yeah. Anyway, that's another thing that I just thought about that. I'm like, wow, that would be kind of cool. And then another thing, number 3, I guess. Number kind of 3 and 4 together. So I think that in the show, I think that they are going to get Perrin to have a wife at the beginning, and then I do think that they're going to kill her off right away at Winter Night, and then that really does up the stakes for Perrin later on, like when he gets together with Fael, and it kind of would make a little bit more sense about when she gets kidnapped, and Perrin is like, just like, nothing matters except for Fael, except for getting her back. And like, he's like obsessed, and like, I think it would make a little bit more sense as to why he's so obsessed about protecting her, you know, if he does lose his previous wife. So I think that would be, that, you know, that would make, it would just make it make more sense, I guess. And I know that is in the slog. I don't think that they have to do away with that. I know I've heard people talk about like doing away with the Shido and Galina and Thorava and Savannah, all that kind of stuff in there, you know. And I don't think that they have to do away with that. I think there's some good stuff there. I just think that they could just do it better, or like shorten it. I mean, I don't want to say people can do it better than Robert Jordan, but I do think that they could, just for the sake of pacing, I think that they can do it really, I think that they can do it better, because there is some very good content there. That's what I'm trying to say. In the slog, yes, it's a slog, but there's still some really great content in there. And I do think that just, yeah, in the show they can make that, they can show that great content with better pacing. So yeah, I think that's about all that I have right now. Oh yeah, actually, I did think about another one. This isn't really a fully formed thing, just something I've thought about, putting it out there. I have heard people talk about kind of making Demandred and Mazum Taim like the same person or whatever, the same character, or make Demandred posing as Mazum Taim. Actually, no, wait. That was my theory. That was my theory. People weren't talking about that. I was thinking about that in my head. Honestly, I've been watching so many YouTube videos about people talking about Wheel of Time, and I've been thinking about it so much, the lines are just blurred. Like, was that me or was that someone else? That was me. I thought about that. It's probably somebody else talked about it too, though. But I think that could be a thing. I don't know. Maybe it could be a thing. Yeah. See, it's not fully formed. I'm still thinking about it. I'm like, can this happen? Would it make sense if it happened? The only thing that I thought about is like how, and this is another thing that I thought about as well. On top of that, things are leading to other things now. Sorry, but what is that? I want to say Deshiva was actually a Forsaken. Arengar, I think, maybe, and Rand didn't sense, like, he didn't sense that Arengar, that Deshiva was like super high in the power. I don't know if Arengar and like any other kind of Ashaman at that level were at the same level of power, but I kind of conceptualized that a Forsaken would be more powerful than any of the Ashaman. So I thought, like, how could one of the Forsaken kind of like not mask his ability to channel? Because, you know, if if Dashiva / Arengar masked his ability to channel, Rand would not be able to feel how powerful he was. But I thought Forsaken would be more powerful than just an Ashaman. So there's that. Apparently, Demandred is like really powerful in the power. And so if the showrunners were to make him Taim, I don't know, how would they work that in with like Ashaman and Aes Sedai being able to feel how powerful one another is? I hope they do keep that in the show, because I honestly, like, I love so much about the Wheel of Time. One of the things I love like the most is the lore and the hard magic system. I think is super fascinating, and I want them to incorporate that in the show. And being able, like, yeah, I don't know how they would incorporate the Aes Sedai feeling each other's levels of, how powerful they are. Don't know how they would do that, but I really want them to incorporate it. So anyway, I probably rambled there at the end, but oh, check it out. Got my Aes Sedai ring. Got it like years ago, and yeah, I'm super excited about the show. Yeah, there's another thought as well. I'm just going on now. But I did think, like, are they gonna come out with like merch about the show, and have those other Aes Sedai rings, like the really large ones with the stones in them? Are they gonna like sell those down the line so people can buy them? I don't know. But I got mine. I'm cool with this one. If I was living in that world, I would totally be agreeing. 100%. I love how badass they are, being the battle Aja. Yeah, I do fancy myself a man, so I'd probably marry my water. I think that is pretty cool. Yeah, but I also think about, like, probably have a tendency to, like, I'd probably have a lot of brown friends. I'd probably have friends who are browns, because I really love the pursuit of knowledge, and I'm constantly seeking that. So yeah, I live in a small town, and I don't have any Wheel of Time friends, so you guys are my only Wheel of Time way to totally nerd out on this, and I appreciate all your guys' videos. So love ya, and may the light be with you. It sounded a lot like Star Wars. Well, sleep well and wake.